Hello, everyone. My name is Zim. If you're watching this video, you may have found your way here from hearing me on Countdown to Classic podcast or the recent Warcraft Reloaded podcast. I've been playing Shaman for, I don't know, since World of Warcraft Classic came out in 2019. However, I played the game in its entirety since 2004, about a month after its initial release. But yeah, so I've been playing the game for a minute. Kind of tapered off after Legion, and then came back once Classic kicked off, and I've been playing a Classic variant ever since. But today I wanted to kind of go over a little bit of Season Discovery Shaman tanking, just kind of what my build is, what I've been doing. I'm the main tank of my guild right now. We're running speed runs, and we're pretty average, running around a 20 to 22 minute run every Tuesday and Thursday. But let's go ahead and dive in and just go over the basic build. I know Wowhead has, it's all out there for the world to see already, but I'm running just a pretty standard, your five shield specialization, your thundering strikes, and then your dodge anticipation, and then just get you that 1 point in flurry. And of course, once the next phase comes out, we'll expand on those quite a bit. But as you can see, this build, it's gotten me pretty far. Just look at my logs. Yeah, these are the overall logs. Some of these were earlier on, but as you can see, I go back and forth in between shield and dual wield. Excuse me, on multiple bosses. I know there's a lot of people that want to dual wield every single boss. It just depends on your healers, right? So that's the main reason why I don't dual wield. You see on Akumai, Gamura, and then really I should start dual wielding. I should dual wield on Baron Aquinas and just throw water shield on. I just kind of forgot that. I guess that's on me. But anyways, let's go ahead and get back to the main reason why we're here. Let's look at just going through each fight. Let me start this over and point out some things, kind of tips that I've kind of noticed throughout, just playing. Let's go. So this is Baron Aquinas, first boss in Blackfathom Depths. I am currently dual wield right now. Coming into the boss, just open up with Earth Shock right away, rip that threat. Um, the biggest thing here, it's pretty standard. Drop all the totems. Yeah, I'm clicking. I need to macro all that stuff in. Got it. Not macro, but keybind everything. But right here, I a grief the raid entirely with this right here. This is the debuff that knocks everybody off. It's called depth charge, and basically after 8 seconds, it knocks you and everybody around you in the air and off the platform, as you'll see here. The simple way to avoid it is the person with the debuff jumps in the water away from everybody else. See, I grief the hell out of the raid. It jumps me straight up, but it jumps everybody else outward away from me. So now, like the only people killing the boss are the ranged DPS. So you'll see, I struggle to get back on. I grabbed this one ad because it was on a healer or it was on a melee that was ripped off. But now we're on Gamura, the giant turtle everybody likes. Here, I started off with the shield, and you'll see as I feel more comfortable, I'm mana starved right now. So I had the shield on just to get a little bit more block so I can get some mana back using the wave, not wave earth, but um, God, I forget what it is. But every time you block, you get 4% mana back. I think it is way earth, the rune. So pretty standard fight. I think this fight lasts us just over a minute and a half or so, but pretty standard. You'll see I kind of dip low in health periodically, but it's just because healers are trying to maintain their mana, trying to keep their rate up, especially when his shield pops. Nothing super special. Of note in this run, we do have our Grinches from the holiday. Um, man, I don't even remember what it is, but from the Christmas holiday and in the game from the ticking present. You see, I have 4 stacks of Sunder armor on right now, so definitely keeping that shield on. Making sure my totems are still down. Switched to dual wield just to gain a little bit more threat. Not really sure why I did that. I'm sitting fine with threat right now. I guess I'm comfortable because the healers have a good amount of mana. Oh, and also note we are 9 manning this entire speed run. So I think our total runtime was like 22 minutes or just over that. You'll see I'm feeling mana star, so I'll go ahead and pop one of these bubbles, which will give you mana back, but it'll bounce you in the direction of another one of the bubbles. I popped it because once his shield pops, you get knocked back into it anyways. So I was like, oh, I might as well do it now and try to clear up some space. But as the boss gets under 5%, you see me start running over towards the next boss, just to speed things up. And here we do the swim under and all that, and we accidentally pulled the elite. For this, really you only need one tank. See, I'm mana starved, can't even get aggro on the thing, so I start off dual wield. And I switch over to shield quickly just to get a few strikes in. But with this boss, she periodically throws this ice arrow down. And you saw the AoE that just went out. So I drag the elite mob over, or try to, damn mushrooms. And once it hits 4 or 5 stacks, 5 stacks of the freeze of the debuff, it freezes like that. So then you just go DPS in the boss for a little bit. And then when he comes off, you just pick him back up, and it's easy street. One of the simplest bosses in here should be one of the faster kill times. And we're in here with the Murloc boss. Sorry for the fast transitions. So we still have ads up, but we're going in here. This boss completely is just primarily a caster boss, so I'm going just straight dual wield with it. And I'm forgetting to put my second weapon enchant on. Usually I do my main hand as rock biter, so I maintain way of earth, and then the offhand or the second hand weapon is going to be flame tongue because it just that proc from gives you a good amount of not energy threat. You see, I was checking my bag to make sure I actually pop my Grinch, which we have 9 Grinches up right now in the raid, so the boss is kind of depleting for easy. One thing I kind of noticed that if you're standing on the back right, um, back here, like where this feral is, not a lot of the Murlocs go on land. They usually stay in the water, except for those two. Ignore those two. Um, but I haven't had any issues back there. The only thing back there, if you have multiple people standing back there, it's more likely that uh, he'll cast his AoE spell like these over here, where he'll launch his little, shadow balls at you or whatever. I forget the name of the actual cast. I'll go back and look that up later. But yeah, pretty simple. You kill him basically 3 times, and you avoid getting hit by these guys. You see, I didn't even pop a shadow protection potion. I was being lazy. But yeah, so far it's pretty simple. And this entire fight, I was dual wield. Nothing special. I should have changed my runes, but I didn't. But now we're going into Jorgus Jet, Lorgus Jet. We accidentally we weren't ready to pull him either because we still have those 2 ads up in the back. But easy enough. I just grabbed him. I believe I'm dual wield right now. Yeah, I'm dual wield right now. So, and I'm also mana starved. So I switched over to shield. I know I have aggro on those two. Going to grab this. What is it? Hellcaster. I lost aggro on Lorgus, so go over and pick him up. Air shot, got him. Easy enough. On this fight, all we don't care about the Molten Fury totems. We don't care about the Wind Fury totems. The only one we care about is the Lightning Shield totem. See right there. And one of our warriors is down. So the prio for all DPS is the Lightning Shield totem. All right, moving on. Had a early pull on Kelris going in here. I should be dual wielding for this with Water Shield. If I'm being honest, I didn't have time to switch my runes, so we just dove in there. So key thing on this is just interrupts. All your melee DPS want to stay at max range unless they are going under. Oh, we also in this run we are all engineers, so we all have the recombobulators, which restore mana and health. I'm supposed to use mine on myself. As you can see, mine just came off cooldown right down here. And then me opening my character tab showed you that I didn't even have it equipped because I ran out of charges on my previous one. So a bit upset about that. Just poor play on my part. You see the Yetis, all the homies right here with me are really just putting in work on Kelris. At this point, once he enrages like this, his melee range expands dramatically. So all melee DPS need to spread out as much as they can and stay away from each other. And that'll make this fight so much easier. So yeah. And that's Kelris. Super easy. Going into Akumai, running in with the shield, quick earth shock. Easy enough. Let's see if I drop all the totems. No. All right, so I believe I lose aggro on this fight because I become mana starved, if I remember correctly. Yep, lost aggro, so out of mana is going to catch a debuff. Quick earth shock, get him back. I have 3 stacks of the buff. I'm supposed to be cleansing. Just cleanse 1, cleanse 2, get out. And I accidentally let it stay in there too long. So now we're going to get more ads. So I switched over to dual wield because I'm losing aggro and I need to hit this sucker more. Hit Molten Fury, shouldn't have done that. Quick War Stomp just to kind of, prevent some damage for a second. And I'm still having issues with holding aggro and Akamai. Make sure I'm in dual wield and I'm doing as much as I can. Just mana star, potions are on cooldown, everything. So he does his blast and goes into the next phase. Still got ads up, should be down, but I have no stack. I have 1 stack right now. So this is pretty easy. We all have our Grinches up still, so it's even easier. If it wasn't for the Grinches, this probably would have taken a lot longer. But uh, as you can see, boss is going to go down. The Void Blast, avoid it. Go cleanse 1, cleanse 2, get out. That time I did it correctly, so we should only have 2 to 3 ads that come out, and we won't pop that water elemental either, or that cleansing elemental. So, oh, actually, I was wrong. Wow. But it didn't matter. Anyways, that's just a very, very, very quick rundown of our runs. We go again on Tuesdays and Thursdays, like I mentioned earlier. I will be dual wielding for a majority of it because we will have our full 10 man group there. I was just playing a little bit more conservative this run because we were missing that DPS and I didn't know how long the fights were going to go. So, really hope that kind of gives you guys some insight. I know it's not the best video. I'm not a big high producing content creator or anything like that, but I am starting to dabble into it. So if you want to help give me tips and pointers, I'd greatly appreciate it. If you see me in game, I'm on Lone Wolf. I'm running with the guild Never Success. Um, yeah, if you have any questions, you can watch my stream on Twitch primarily, and it'll be at ZIIMM_1. Anyways, I really appreciate y'all watching and listening to me rant on and probably saying a whole bunch of nonsense. But, I appreciate you and I love playing this game as I'm sure you do. Thanks.